What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the first episode in 2021 of For Never News! In today's episode, boy, do we got a few stories to talk about. For starters, we got some interesting stuff regarding one of the voice actors from Demon Slayer talking about the pay, and this story really intrigues me because, in case you missed it, it was about a few weeks ago now, maybe a month, that reports came out of what the author of Demon Slayer was making for the Mugen Train film. In case you don't know about the Mugen Train film, I don't know how you don't know, but the Mugen Train film has become the #1 most highest grossing box office in Japanese history of all time, period. So that was a big deal, and the author was making peanuts for that major accomplishment, and now one of the voice actors came out. So I find this fascinating, and I really wanted to report on it to give you guys an update and give you guys some info on just how these things work. Next up, we got an interesting story regarding Shueisha seemingly and Jump, the way they're looking at things with their new hit series, because a promo came out in a newspaper, I want to say a newspaper article, with some of the series from Jump, and it looks like they're targeting this group of characters as like, yo, this is the next big thing, and they added 2 newbies that you're gonna be like, oh, so this is what Shueisha is really gonna be pushing in 2021. We got a couple of leaks for the Boruto anime as well as the Black Clover anime for the upcoming episodes. In case you don't know, both of them are pivotal moments. Black Clover's anime is just about to start its time skip, and the Boruto anime is about to finally start the Korra arc that has been hyped up by the manga fandom for years now. So this is a very, very big deal. We're gonna take a couple peeks at some of these images. So an author of one of the newer manga in Shonen Jump came out and said, yo, we're gonna do it, we're gonna be like the next Demon Slayer, and I found that to be interesting words. And if you've been following, you know I'm not the biggest fan of this manga based off what it looks like at the very least, but we'll talk about it. Small update for Shokugeki no Sanji. It was a one-shot that was created, a parody-esque type of deal from One Piece with Shokugeki no Soma Food Wars, alongside a little update on The Promised Neverland. I want to say it was a one-shot that was released as well. We'll talk about that. Next up, we got an interesting story that a award came out for a particular series. Out of 150,000 votes, this series in particular took #1, and there's also a couple of showcases of other series and where they ranked in this one. But yeah, very, very big stuff. And unfortunately, we'll talk about this. Apparently there was a Jujutsu Kaisen translator that was recently arrested for some stuff, some very horrible things. We'll dive into that one as well. And yeah, these are the stories we're going to be talking about today. Without further ado, people, let's jump into another episode of For Never News, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be, though.
Okay, people, so let's start off with the story regarding one of the voice actors of Demon Slayer coming out and talking about the pay. Now, again, like I said earlier in this video, we talked about Koyoharu Gotoge, the author of Demon Slayer. Recently, it was revealed that she probably, or he or she, because there's rumors on the gender or whatever, but they probably didn't make that much money off the Demon Slayer Mugen Train film, and it has grossed like 300 million. They probably took away a few thousand out of that, which is absolutely ridiculous in and of itself. But now we got some more reports regarding income from these films and this franchise in general. Let's read. Demon Slayer actor says that no matter how popular the work is, the salary stays the same. The voice actor behind Tanjiro's master, Uro Kodaki, the 66-year-old Hochu Otsuka, which I want to say that's the same voice actor as Jiraiya, appeared on the Fuji TV variety show Sono Neta ni Shite Li Desu Ka on December 31st and discussed the phenomenon that is the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba franchise and how much a voice actor makes from being in a popular work. Otsuka explains that payment to a voice actor is fixed before recording has even started, and that each voice actor is paid based on their rank in the industry. This rank is determined based on their experience, work they've done in the past, how popular the voice actor is, and how long they've been in the industry. Otsuka says that no matter how popular the work is, the salary stays the same. Even for behemoth works like Demon Slayer, which is now the highest grossing film in the Japanese box office history ever, the payment is fixed and royalties aren't paid out from the box office. According to a voice acting school in Japan, payments for a 30-minute TV anime episode are between 15,000 yen, about $154, for lower ranked voice actors, to a maximum of $436. Anime voice acting is usually the least paying work for voice actors in Japan, with dubbing for overseas live action films the highest to a minimum of 50,000 yen, about $484 per hour of footage. Though Otsuka does mention that if a work is popular, such as Demon Slayer, there is a ripple effect where voice actors will be booked for more events and other series, which help the voice actors rise in the rankings as well. Otsuka remarked amusingly, "Wish I had known from the start that this would be the situation." Otsuka is also the Japanese voice actor for Jeff Goldblum and Donnie Yen, among others. And yeah, I want to say again that he was Jiraiya in Naruto, which it just kind of sounds like a lot of the things that you hear regarding these industries of, you know, the talent usually, and they're the people that drive these things, end up getting shafted. I mean, if the own creator is getting pennies from this $300+ million box office shattering event that is Demon Slayer, look what they're giving the voice actors. I remember 10 years ago now, maybe, I had heard anime voice acting over here, like the people that dub it over here, they get like $60 an hour with a minimum of 2 hours. Let's just say they got to get $60 an hour and they automatically are guaranteed like 2 hours worth, so they get about $120. So over there, they're not making a ridiculous amount more than the people over here. And over there, a lot of them are regarded as celebrities. And this guy, again, he's a huge voice actor, so it sucks that he probably made more than Tanjiro and a lot of these other people. And he said, though, there's other, you know, side things, side events, but then with the industry shut down the way it is right now because of the pandemic, a lot of people are really probably struggling in this industry. And either way, it just sucks. Like, there should be a raise if, you know, the popularity of these things skyrocket, but they're not gonna play. These companies, these organizations, Shueisha, them, they're like, take it or leave it. They'll replace you in a heartbeat, I'm sure. So next up, a newspaper ad that was taken out by Shueisha promoting, you know, the future of Jump and 2021, in particular celebrating the new year and whatnot, was released. And on it, the characters that they had was really, really interesting. And it makes me look at it as, oh, okay, so this is what Shueisha is looking to push and what they're expecting to be, you know, big in 2021. Because, of course, they have, you know, the numero uno, Luffy, at the tippy top. But then right next to him, you see they got Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen, there's Deku there, there's Asta, there's Senku from Dr. Stone, but then alongside all of them, which again, Yuji, I expect that at this point, like 15 million sold, and the anime is only halfway through the first season. Of course, Deku and Asta, that's big. Senku, I expect that as well. But then you have two other newbies, which that kind of threw me off guard, to be honest with you, and it made me realize that, oh, so this is what Shonen Jump is expecting to be like some of the big mainstays in Shonen Jump in 2021. You got Andy from Undead Unluck, and you got Mosh from Mashle, and I'm just kind of like, oh, so this is right here, this is the roster that Shonen Jump is running with moving into 2021, because again, there's plenty of other Shonen Jump titles, Ayakashi Triangle, all sorts of stuff in the magazine, but these are the ones in particular that Shonen Jump is looking at as like, this is going to be the next wave. So you can expect some big things from all of these titles. Again, My Hero, Black Clover, Dr. Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, One Piece, and then Mashle and Undead Unluck. Expect those two in particular to get pretty big pushes in 2021. And I think that's really dope, because to be honest with you, just keeping it real, like what I see on Annie Twitter and online in general, after Chainsaw Man serialization, the newer stuff, the newer titles, there hasn't been much talk about a lot of them. Again, like people aren't really driving home like, oh my god, I love Ayakashi Triangle, or me and Roboku is just going nuts. Like really the only two that kind of have made somewhat of noise since the serialization of Chainsaw Man and Chainsaw Man blowing up is Mashle and Undead Unluck. And Mashle has probably made a lot more than Undead Unluck in terms of people talking about it. So yeah, I'm expecting Shueisha to really give them a good push, and we could probably expect in 2022 both of them to get at the very least anime announcements, because yeah, it seems as though Shueisha is looking at them as big guns for the new year. So next up, we got a couple of leaks from the upcoming episodes of Black Clover as well as Boruto. Now again, like I said earlier, Boruto and Black Clover are at both pivotal moments, and again, if you don't want to see these spoilers, which they're just images for the most part of the upcoming episodes, but in particular, Black Clover is just about to enter a time skip. The next episode is going to be a very big one. It's like, you know, 6 months later, I want to say, something along the lines of that, and we got some images, and I'm not gonna lie, for starters, looking at Asta looks buff as shit. They did the manga justice so far, and these aren't even like really clear HD pictures or anything like that, but you see Asta holding up his sword, and just in general, his time time skip look. He looks awesome, and I can't freaking wait for it to begin. You also got a shot of Noelle, which for the most part just looks like her hair got longer, so not like the biggest transformation, but the Black Clover time skip is looking amazing. And then on the Boruto side of things, it got Akita and Kashin Koji from the Boruto anime, and I'm not really that familiar. I can't really remember too much about Akita, but I do 100% remember Kashin Koji. This is one of the people, you've seen him in the opening for a million years. If you're an anime only, he is one of the Kara members, and boy did this get me excited. Like, Boruto and Black Clover in 2021 are going to be really, really massive and talked about, I can assure you, as long as they don't drop the ball, that is. So yeah, but either way, very, very exciting stuff with these little leaks for the upcoming episodes. Make sure you stay tuned for Black Clover and Boruto's anime with the next episode. So next up, I found this one to be a riot. I found this one to be somewhat of a riot because the author of Mien Roboku, and I've talked about Mien Roboku before, the art doesn't look too flattering. I'm not sure what the series is about. I want to say it's maybe a comedy or whatever, but it's one of the more newer titles in Jump that just came out recently, and the author had some very big and ambitious things to say. The author said, it seems that Mien Roboku has 20,000 copies in circulation, and that she aims to reach 5 million and become Kimetsu no Roboku. Wow. I don't know if that's gonna happen, to be honest with you. Again, maybe if you're a Mien Roboku fan out there, shout outs to you. I don't see me getting into this one. Maybe I'm not being fair. Maybe this is a hidden gem or whatever, but I don't know about Mien Roboku reaching 5 million copies next year and becoming Kimetsu no Roboku. I think if any new title in Jump has that chance, it'll be like Marshall or Undead Unluck. Jujutsu Kaisen will probably sell 5 million more within the next couple months anyway. But yeah, I don't know, Roboku. I don't know. Next up, apparently Weekly Shonen Jump's issue number 5/6, Shokugeki no Sanji special chapter will be published in Manga Plus, and alongside the Promised Neverland's one-shot, We Were Born, will also be published. I'm really excited about that Promised Neverland. Like the Shokugeki no Sanji, I think that's been out for a while. Not really that excited about it, to be honest with you, but the Promised Neverland, like everything since the manga wrapped up has just been amazing. The Mama one-shot, Sister Crone one-shot, like all of these one-shots have been great. The Ray one-shot. So I'm excited for anything Promised Neverland manga-wise at this point. Like, they've been doing a phenomenal job, and We Were Born, that sounds interesting. So next up, One Piece won a massive award that took 150,000 votes in total, and there was a lot of other series that placed on there. Let's read the info so you guys can understand what happened. One Piece has won first place in TV Asahi's Manga Sosenkyo, a manga popularity poll in which 150,000 people voted. Kimetsu no Yaiba achieved second place. One Piece got a total of 33,600 points, and Kimetsu a total of 29. Damn, so Kimetsu was only 4,000 away from One Piece? That is freaking nuts. And then placing in third was Slam Dunk. 4th, Detective Conan. 5th, Dragon Ball. 6th, Attack on Titan. 7th, Naruto. 8th, Haikyuu. 9th, Full Metal Alchemist, and there's many, many more. Again, I'll have the list right here if you want to check it out. Number 10, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. 11, Hunter x Hunter. Like, huge list of 100 series, but major congrats to One Piece, still holding it down. Like, Kimetsu no Yaiba's there, like, yo, we trying to top it, and One Piece was like, we're not about to be doing this right now, and One Piece took the win. So shout outs to One Piece heading into 2021. That is a great way, and shout outs to every series I just placed in general. 100 manga, 100 different series with thousands of votes on damn near every series. Major congrats to just the industry in general, that they're big enough now that they're getting these award ceremonies. And lastly, a story that I kind of want to talk about very briefly, just because it's a really disgusting story. Apparently a translator for Jujutsu Kaisen was arrested for some really disgusting stuff, so we'll tread lightly. We're reading this, but it says, in regard to the recent change of the English translator for the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, so it was actually the manga translator, not the anime. It's basically the person that does translations for the manga. It was revealed that Steven Koza, ex-translator of Jujutsu Kaisen, was arrested on 5 counts of possession and distribution of, you see it there, oh my god, really disgusting shit, in early December. Really disgusting shit. And yeah, if you see any differences in the Jujutsu Kaisen translations, again, I want to say for the manga, that's probably why. Just talking about that, I'm not gonna lie, made my fucking skin crawl. Fuck that dude, get him out of here. Curious what you guys thought about all the other stories that we talked about in this this one. What do you think about what the voice actor for Urokodaki said regarding, in particular, the industry in general, that it doesn't matter how big a title gets, they still remain with the same pay? Are you disappointed in that? Again, I expected it at this point, but it's always just saddening and disheartening how artists get constantly shitted on in terms of, like, you know, what they deserve. Like, you know, these artists, they put their heart and soul into these voice acting, these animation, like, all across the board, it feels as though everyone gets shitted on. The animators get slaved, the voice actors don't get the pay they deserve, the damn creator gets shitted on as well. Like, some revamping of this industry needs to happen. Your thoughts on Shueisha's new big push, adding in Undead Unluck and Marshall into the fray of, like, these are the next big titles. Again, Yuji, like, at this point is to be expected. It's like blowing the hell up, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, your thoughts on that? Are you excited for the Boruto anime and Black Clover anime in 2021, especially with these leaks that we got for the time skip and the Kara arc, Hashin Koji? I am so freaking pumped for this shit, I'm not gonna lie. Shokugeki no Sanji and the Promised Neverland one-shots, are you looking forward to them? Again, they'll be on Manga Plus, I want to say this coming issue or the following. One Piece winning an award with all of these series with 150,000 votes total to every series. Your thoughts on that? And just your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in this episode. A lot of crazy stuff, and yeah, first episode knocked down of 2021. Let's go for Never News! But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and you guys just watched another episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day.
It's nights like this.